Boozin with gays.
There you have it.
One more time, because it's Jennifer Lee Ward singing. Just one more time.
Boozin with gays.
Cheers.
Hey, everybody. Cheers.
Seriously, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Cheers.
2022.
Hey.
What?
Hey, Hush Foster.
Are you kissing me?
I can kiss you now.
You don't have COVID anymore?
No more
He didn't
COVID.
kiss me last week because of COVID.
We don't have the COVID.
Can you taste it?
I have some weird tasting things.
Taste the vodka. Let me see your face.
I get the reaction from the vodka, but I can't taste the vodka.
But does it taste bad?
It's a weird taste. So you're probably all wondering, where are we?
Yeah.
Where the hell are we?
We don't have the sound. We don't have the lights.
We have nothing.
My hair is a mess.
We are in the desert. We are in Joshua Tree, California. And we didn't think we were going to do this tonight. We had no idea because it's like
Normally,
fuzzy and half
there's
scrambled.
a sheet of
baked.
paper with things that we can do.
So much is
Normally,
happening.
there are photographs. There might be a TikTok. There might be. I have nothing.
We got nothing.
We got
because
nothing.
we've been in the desert.
But we are delightful.
This whole week. We left on Sunday. And
we haven't been in the
went,
desert the whole week.
Well, no, we've not. We left Sunday. We went to Vegas for 2 days.
The same words.
We went to Vegas for 2 days.
No.
And it was great. The kids wanted to go to Vegas. We went to this place. We went to this place called Omega Mart.
And
which is
if you were to ask
crazy.
us, either of us, Omega Mart is way too difficult to figure out how to even, describe. It's a weird.
It's crazy. It's all nonsensical, and we loved it.
It was fun.
We loved it.
It's in a space that's called Area 15, right?
Area 15.
Right, they kind of took
It's
Area
set up on
51,
Area 51.
Switched around Area 15.
So we did this and went to Vegas. We went to go see the Cirque du Soleil show. Who just walked behind you? Was that Sebastian or Max?
You walk in.
Just do what you got to do. Walk through.
So just do a wave and a smile.
So
I heard you guys talk about Omega Mart.
You want to say something about Omega Mart?
Because we are adult. The adults can't talk about it.
Go, Omega Mart. Go,
I don't
talk
even know
about
how to explain Omega. How many people are watching?
it. Enough.
That was Maxwell, our second child.
And
And we went to Omega Mart. I'm going to try, and you help me.
Here, let me explain it.
There we go.
Okay.
The most simplistic way to explain it. A scrunky-unky mall.
A scrunky unky mall.
Are those yours words?
It's
Are those
scrunky
your
unky.
They're not my words.
Okay. Hashtag scrunky
Scrunky
unky
Mall.
mall.
Or in simpler words, it's just a really weird mall.
It's a really weird mall.
And so, can I add to that? So there's you can go into the first part. It's like a weird grocery store, and so there's all these products that you can actually buy. Some products might actually have like a hot sauce in the bottle. Some might be an empty box, but it's highly funny. Not for those of you of our age. I'm going to mention.
It's good for those.
It
of us who
reminds
are-
me of wacky packages.
It's wacky packages for the millennial. Are you a millennial? What are you? Are you?
Gen Z.
You're Gen Z. It's wacky packs for
the
Gen Z.
And it was just, there were some hysterically funny things. I laughed out loud numerous times. So that's the grocery store part. And then you find out there's sort of this weird mystery.
You walk through the meat counter.
Well,
No,
you
and
walk
the-
through multiple things. You can go through a tent, and then you turn up in this other area. You can walk into this like refrigerator, go into another area.
There was that one part of the supermarket that it kind of bowed, and you.
There
kind of
was
walked
this
in.
whole rack of clothing, and if you didn't know that you had to move the clothing,
There's a stairway behind.
there's a stairway behind it, and we went up the stairway, and we ended up in a room upstairs that what was it, a filing cabinet? We went through a filing cabinet. It was a lot.
It's a bit crazy.
It was a lot.
And then when you're in the second part of it, there really is a story about people disappearing and being
And
in
we
different
tried
worlds and portals.
we
and
kept
this
trying
and
to
that.
follow the story, and it
And
just never made no
we
sense.
never
And
got
then they
to
told
this.
us, you have to make it what it is to make it. And we're like, what?
They just,
It was
that's what I
crazy.
said.
It was
The
a
main
lot.
reason why I actually want to work at Omega Mart is to I know they will tell me the whole story about Omega Mart, so that's why I want to.
It's crazy, and they're all dedicated.
Okay, we got to bring with the one guy So in the grocery store part,
I would
So
picture
there
that.
would be
cute, so
there would be
cute.
like there'd be the special effect, and all the lights would do this, and a TV set would go on, and there'd be this noise, and the grocery store guy would freeze,
Do you
the
think
only the
that
one, right?
Yeah.
And he'd freeze until the mess was over, and then he'd continue whatever.
Like,
do you think
oh,
photos
hello.
will show on the screen?
I don't know. Just trying to see.
Okay, well, I have a photo of him just kind of stopped. So we can see it.
You're getting
Oh,
close to that
You
thing.
can make that work. There we go. He just horrible photo, but
It is.
Anyway, we went almost to Vegas to
Excuse me.
kind of show Sebastian and Maxwell what it's about. We stayed at the Mandalay Bay, had a good time. Then we went.
Oh,
Are we moving on?
Can I say hi to some people
I'm
real
gonna
fast?
have
Hey, Mike.
See you. Thank you
So,
for stopping.
hey,
in.
Bethany. Hey, Babe. Welcome. Thank you for being here on Live
Thanks,
Cruiser.
Maxwell
Rob
says
Nagel.
hi, Bethany.
Zelma, Barbara Haas, Jason Singer. What's up, baby? Hey, Robin. Hey,
How
Madonna.
dare you talk to Jason Singer?
I can talk to Jason Singer however I want to.
In that.
Hey, cousin
voice.
Patty. My throat is really kind of weird being out here in the desert. So then we left Vegas and we went to
I'm waiting. Can you figure it out? Do you remember?
the Grand Canyon,
The Grand Canyon.
and that was really lovely and fun.
And the weird thing about the Grand Canyon, and half you have been there and probably know this, I was there when I was 10, and I don't remember it being at the Alpine line. So there's tons of like pine trees everywhere. On top of which we were there
Melissa.
with tons of snow. I didn't know there
No.
could be snow at the Grand. Like, I just none of this. Wait, did you?
All
know?
I knew about the Grand Canyon was what I learned on the Brady Bunch.
Right. Which you could
Oh.
you could take a mule
Down,
down
the
the
thing,
very thin
and
path.
you can have indigenous people
then
show you how to do
and,
pass the peace pipe.
and a native.
Thank you,
dance.
Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch taught us
That's
that.
all we did.
Yes.
Oh, I want to say, Maxwell, people want you to talk about your shirt. Rob Nagel's in love with your shirt. Hi, Cassandra, soon to be Granny. Hey. Listen, Robert Jennings is here. Barbara Haas. Marilyn Jones. Hey, baby. Who else am I seeing? People are talking about shirt. Hey, really is Shepherd.
Oh,
Hey, Aileen. Hey, Linda Sterling. Oh, Melissa Vaughn. What's up, girl? Hold on. Anyway, David Hadley Garcia. What's up, baby? Anyway, so then we went,
Take
but we stayed at this lodge called the El
it's about
Tovar.
the
Oh, the
shirt. We're
shirt.
doing the shirt.
Move the shirt closer.
Take a
We
step
want to see.
closer so people see.
All right.
No, do step closer. They can't see the design.
Hey, Maria.
So what do you? I mean, it is kind of a.
Hey,
yeah,
Heather.
well, he's not my favorite slasher.
So for those of you that cannot see, it is a Friday the 13th shirt.
I like what's his name? Scream. Not Scream.
Jason Kennedy's here.
The guy with the mask. Wait,
That's
Scream.
Jason.
No,
Oh, you like-
No, it's Jason. No.
No, Scream.
You like the Scream character?
Yes.
better.
I don't understand
But
what's
this is-
happening. Hey, Dawn.
Maxwell,
Go to
are
it.
you listening? Are you in your own world? I just need to know.
I'm in my own world. That's what you need to know.
Maxwell likes the Scream character better than the Jason.
Scream
character.
slasher, dude.
I don't know what the Scream character's
My
name is.
friend who I find him hot. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
You find it.
That's the shirt.
What?
I don't know.
All right. So we went to.
We stayed in this very Stephen King-esque lodge.
I kept waiting for two little white girls in little party
Just
dresses
get a
at
little
the
party
end of
dress
the
and
hallway.
little pigtails. Just
We were on the third floor
On
in
to
like
room
6,000
342.
6,000 feet altitude. We're in the third floor. There's no elevator.
No. It's very like California Craftsman in Arizona.
My black ass was not walking up those stairs.
And the stairs were all of that wide. So
It
your,
was
your
tiny.
feet didn't even fit.
So
But that being said, it was charming. It was absolutely beautiful. It was built in
it was beautiful.
1905.
Christmas
You
decorations were
say what
still
it was
up.
called? El Tovar.
El Tovar.
El Tovar.
And Rob Nagel asks, is this cough still related to the COVID? I gotta tell you, I don't taste everything, and I still have like nasal stuff happening.
He's just funny.
It's fun.
But Michael he's also taking antibiotics
Yeah,
for a
right.
nasal infection.
I
So
know,
who knows?
crazy, right?
Cough, COVID, and I'm right next to him. This is not good.
Anyway, so I gotta tell you this: you walked out of our hotel, and you literally walked out the front door, and there's the Great Canyon.
And the weird thing was, I didn't think about you and your fear of heights. This didn't occur to me. And here we go. And of course, there's all these people looking over the edge going, oh, look. And this one.
I walked away.
Well,
I looked down once.
no. First, you cursed under your breath at anyone who would do that.
Get the fuck away from the edge.
Exactly.
Get away from the edge.
Exactly.
Why are you right there? And there's snow and ice.
Everywhere.
I'm like, what's happening? Why are you doing this? Oh, it's just too. So we're in Joshua
But
Tree
you rather that
in a rental. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
But you
But
don't.
you know what I want to talk about?
Wait, you don't want to talk about the Grand Canyon?
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. We went to.
We liked it. We said we were going to go back.
Yeah, we went to the Geo Museum. We were in the South Rim. We're going to go to the North Rim. But you know me. Anytime I get to Rim,
I knew that was good.
that's what he
That
said.
was not a yeah. I could feel it.
Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees. Yes. So now we're in the desert and it's beautiful. And we're not going to be on very long because we got to get to this hot tub. There's a hot tub here.
We're in Joshua Tree.
And I got to tell you.
Can I say this about last night? Can I talk about last night?
Oh, we're going to talk about last night.
So last night, my
Jeremy.
husband has been known to see ghosts. And I very politely walk back and I let him do his thing. And maybe he sees ghosts. Maybe he's a little loopy. I don't know. Maybe it's too much vodka. Maybe it's manic depression. I couldn't
Maybe
tell
it's
you.
Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. And so I've let him have these stories. And sometimes the ghost stories seem very, anyone could say that. And then other times it seems like, okay, that seems very legit. So I'm on the fence with them all. I don't have a definitive. I'm very comfortable being on the fence.
I
don't
see
need to say.
ghosts. I talk to
And
ghosts.
do I believe that he sees ghosts? But last night we're sitting here in this very dining room
area.
Dining room
Where were
area,
you?
and you were visited, I would say, by at least 5, possibly 6 spirits.
It was crazy.
And it kept
Joshua
happening.
Tree, California is kind of magical
Yes.
that way. Motherfucker started. It was like I was Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost. I had spooks.
At one
coming
point,
in
he's
from
like,
everywhere.
no, go away. I will not entertain you. He
And
was like,
and the
you
thing
won't
is,
entertain a ghost? What are you talking
but
about?
the thing is that we had our friends here last night, and they were like, and then one of our friends. I'm not gonna mention the friends right now because I don't.
No, I
know
don't
if they
think
wanna
so.
talk
I
about it.
think that's.
But our friends
There's
were
some
here.
private
And
information.
then one of the friends' fathers showed up and started saying things in a different language, but I didn't know anything about the father, and I started saying this, and this about.
And this
them,
was
and
weird.
it was
This is
freaky.
when it like
It's
when
weird.
my on the fence self kind of leans towards okay, my husband talks to spirits, was because you were saying things that you had no way of knowing
It was just like
to our friends that they then verified. And I was like, and at one point, I don't know if you noticed this, I went, I gotta leave. I got up and went back to the bedroom, just did a little bit of breathing, my own little, I just need to have a moment where ghosts aren't involved.
there's
in
no
my-
ghosts in there.
in my Joshua Tree existence. And then I came back.
Honey, it was a lot, and then other people started showing up that I did not want to have any conversation with whatsoever. And at one point, I said, "We have to just stop." It was crazy. People were just showing
But today
up.
you haven't had the same thing.
No.
I'm
No.
kind of glad because it's spooky. It's spooky.
We just say, well, Michael has always been very receptive. Yes, that happened. But it was crazy. It was last night was nuts.
Patty,
Because
Patty.
people were showing up, y'all. The dead came to life last night up in this abode. But speaking of dead, and this is a horrible transition.
Oh my God.
But it's been today we lost Sidney Poitier. And for anyone who is a Black actor, particularly a dark-skinned Black male actor, he gave us hope. He let us know that it was okay to look like this and be an actor. And I just want to say, Mr. Poitier, thank you for everything you gave us and everything you gave the world with your activism and with your joy and your spirit. And it's just, it's tough when you lose a giant, and we know the Giants are losing them. We had Peter Bogdanovich, who directed probably your favorite movie, What's Up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
And then, and of course, Betty White last week. And it's just like, it's like we don't know what 2022 is going to hold, but it's just like, if you come in for the Giants, you already.
But I have to say, I do, when here, he was, 94, I want to say? Is that how old he was? Betty White was 99. I forget how old Bogdanovich was. But these people had full lives. That affects me much of someone's life is with Boozman, for example. That I felt was very difficult.
Yeah, that was weird.
So anyway, I at least they had full lives and they were able to enjoy what they were.
Honey, if Mrs. Cindy Poitier wants to come up in here in this house tonight to
That's interesting.
you are more than welcome, sir.
We are in Joshua Tree.
In Joshua Tree, just to let you know.
Evidently, the veil is thin here.
The veil is very thin.
So,
but we have just I gotta tell you, I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff to talk about. If you have a question, ask us. We're not gonna be on here long because literally, I just want to take this vodka and go out to this hot tub. Because we're in a house, we all have separate rooms.
Well, we
have been in a hotel.
We don't have separate rooms. The children.
We have the same room.
The same room.
So, any questions? Because if there's nothing, summon him, baby. You know what? It's just it's weird. It's weird out here in the desert. We're just going to sit over here and chill.
And we've never been to Joshua Tree, and we went to
Pioneer Town
today.
And walked and talked.
And for those of you who don't know, Pioneer Town was developed by Gene Autry and Roy Rogers and a bunch of other cowboy talent that go, we want to build our own place out here. And so they built
for hookers,
their own
apparently.
Sets. And so there's all these cowboy sets out here that then are inhabited by like these artisanal soap people. It's very peculiar.
We bought like lip balms.
Exactly.
And it's like, Rob Nagel, I am not ready to have the conversation with my mom yet. She kind of flew through the room last night a little bit, and I wasn't ready for that because
that's a hard one.
It's still so very fresh.
Yeah.
And she's already appeared twice in my dreams. And so I'm just not ready to have what that conversation is.
No.
It's just a bit much for right now. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen because my dad came, my sister showed up one night. And that was when
did that happen?
No, when she showed up the night that I had my breakdown. It was a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot when you have that. That was funny.
The one thing I thought was that I did think this. I thought, well, maybe, if Los Angeles kicks us out of their fair city, we move to Joshua Tree, you put up a shingle, and you become the Whoopi Goldberg of, or what's her name? Oda Mae Brown.
Oda Mae Brown.
Oda Mae Brown of Joshua Tree.
I'm the Oda Mae Brown of Joshua Tree. Can you imagine? Just sit there and go, Bobby girl, you in danger, girl. Just whenever random homosexual comes into like the office, I'm sitting there just in caftans and hoop earrings.
Who are your sisters going to be? Just like fanning you?
I would just like have people like come up for the weekend. I would only be open on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I would have like black women just come up, and I'd have a closet full of caftans, and it would just be like every weekend I'd invite 2 different black women up, and they would act as my sisters. Can you imagine? Orlando, are you here, Orlando? What you done to your hair? Do you like it? It's Harlem Sunrise. Damn, Clarisha.
Clarisha?
What's her name?
I don't know, but Clarisha. Oh, that reminds me.
We did go to this town. We went to talk about it.
When you're on the road, we didn't plan that much outside of the various places we're staying, but we didn't know what we were doing on the drives from one place to another. So between Las Vegas and the Grand Canyon, there is a town called Chloride, Arizona.
Chloride.
And we went, what's in Chloride, Arizona?
But we had to go because there was a murder that happened. There's only 300 people in this entire town, right? And there was a murder. So we had to go see where the murder happened.
2 people were murdered, and then
2 people got murdered, and 3 people, all with 3 names, were arrested for the murder. And we drove around the town.
But wait, what was it that they originally said was in Chloride that made us stop? I have no idea.
I don't
Like a lot
remember.
of weird, quaint, strange buildings. So all we did was drive around, and you're kind of afraid to get
And we
out.
stopped at the general store,
We did that.
which is like super expensive.
Yeah.
And it's all like white women not wearing masks. So I was like, okay, we just need
Well, it's
to
Arizona in of itself.
Yeah,
is white
it's
women
like
not wearing
wearing
masks.
And I was like,
and then there outside of that one store, there was a person that container filled with bones. Of course, Sebastian was just like, bones? Are those human bones? And the woman's like, no, these are cow bones. He's
But
yelling at me.
it's like
He
a
hears
joke.
this whole
So-
story.
So this woman not wearing a mask hands my child a giant
Cow bone
cow bone.
of some sort.
It says here, you can have the cow bone.
And the thing is, she was very educational. She said, well, this is part of the spine. So somewhere.
I'm like this. Me and Max got in the car because we black. We in the car. We in the car. This white woman handed out bones. Maxie and I are in the car going, let's go. We ready to roll.
Chloride, Arizona. Yeah.
Let's go. And then it was said, if you go out this way, you'll get in the loop and you'll see like the whole town. It's like, we got to go.
We did the loop.
We did the loop. But then we went into somebody else's property. And I was like, we're about to die. We had to get out.
Well, because there were flags. A lot of flags.
And then we went to Seligman,
Oh, yeah.
Arizona. Seligman, Arizona?
Yeah.
Seligman, Arizona.
Which they say was the beginning of Route 66.
And also, it's the town that inspired Cars.
Well, what's it called? Radiator Springs.
Radiator Springs.
From
It's
the,
the town that
animated
inspired
cars.
Radiator Springs. So we're there, and it's like,
It felt so wrong.
it was so
You just
wrong.
go, we gotta, when there was
Like-
when those places sell like all these different kind of flags.
And they all
Not,
say
not like the
impeach-
gay flags, and not the
impeached
trans
Biden.
flag, and no, they were flags that were like the,
Let's
Dixie
go,
flag
Brandon.
and
It was
impeach
like,
Biden flag,
we
and
don't
it was
wanna
like,
be here.
we're like, okay, we're leaving. I don't
We
know if
don't
this
wanna
is
be
supposed
here.
to look like
And,
cars.
and we
house.
stopped too because we wanted to see this town inspired Cars, which is cool. But we also were like, oh, there's an A&W root beer. And we want to go to the damn A&W root beer because I don't know if you've ever been to A&W
Well, when
root
we
beer
were
for that
kids, there were
frosty
root
mug
beers.
taste.
There was was it a
frosty
drive-in when you were a
mug
kid?
Taste. Yes, we
Was
had one
it
in
in
Alton.
Alton,
We
Illinois?
had an A&W root beer.
And we had
all
one
over.
in San Mateo, California. So
So we
A&W
tried.
root
I said,
beers,
let me
yeah.
go in there. I'm going to get this frosty mug taste in my mouth again.
Walked in. Not
3
one
people
mask.
behind the counter. No one's wearing a mask and no one has teeth.
It was a bad combo.
I was
And
like,
Michael's like,
you
we're
ain't
leaving. And I went, okay. I don't
Hey,
have
Jeanette.
time. Let's go.
I was like, you been making me, because all I see is, I don't see a frosty mug, I see a toothless mug. That's all I see. How you gonna make my food and you ain't got no teeth? You can't even eat the burger. What?
I gotta say, coming into Joshua Tree and being around masked people today, it kind of felt normal again. It felt good,
Because
right?
no one wears masks. No one
In
was wearing a
Arizona.
mask in Arizona.
Now in Vegas they were, because Vegas has strict rules, and Vegas wants their shows to continue and their restaurant life to continue. So Vegas has strict rules. So people are wearing masks in Vegas. Arizona, not so much.
Mhm.
No.
All right. Ooh, COVID breath. Child, no teeth, COVID breath. No, I ain't the one. All right, so guess what? Does anyone have a question for us? Because we have to go get in this hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing my bear shirt that says wolf. Homos will know exactly what that means. We're gonna have some good news coming up though. We're planning something fun and exciting, and you're all gonna be invited to it.
Yes.
We got some fun stuff coming up.
And I'm kind of excited that you brought that up.
I know. It makes it more real.
You should also tell people. Can you tell people what you're doing?
I haven't signed the contract yet.
Oh, so you can. When are you signing?
But I also have 4 auditions this week. Literally, we on vacation and auditions just keep coming in. And they're all for new songs from shows that I know. But I was like, I'm never going to play that part. Why would I learn that damn song? Now I got to learn
Because
the
he
damn
would
song.
learn the female version of this. you learned the female characters, not the male characters.
I know.
That was a problem.
But it's like, yeah. So lots of auditions, lots of bookings are coming up. It's like very exciting about that.
But
too.
you might be going out of town for 2 months. That's
I am.
That's sad.
Oh, Rob Nigel said we should go to the Crossroads Cafe for breakfast, which is right by where we're living. That's just down the
Are
street.
you biting
Yeah.
my head off?
Eventually.
Well,
I am
we're
the praying mantis of this
We're
family.
going into the national park, the Joshua
Yeah.
Tree National Park tomorrow, and then we're
Mhm.
driving home and be with our doggies and
All right. Yeah, we're going to do that.
get
All
COVID
right,
tests.
kids.
We have to once again get COVID tests for everyone.
Mm.
COVID tests. Kids need COVID tests before going back to school.
Yep.
I will say this about LAUSD, and I'm going to give a plug. They are making sure that everyone, they have a thing that to go into the school. What's it called? The daily planner, the daily, whatever it's called. And they have to, before they go into the school, they have COVID tested negative, and that is how they get into school in LA. And so we have to get another COVID test.
Daily
So
passes.
daily pass, and that's so that. And
Thank you,
so
Meg.
I am so thrilled that LA does this because you just mentioned recently that Chicago is doing remote learning now.
Yeah, Chicago. For the count, y'all.
So I'm sorry, there's no way to do this except to get the shots, to have mandates, to be healthy, to get the booster.
And a quick
to
shout
all
out,
this stuff.
Wes, if you're watching.
Oh, Wes.
Wes was our bartender, and
Wes had like the most icy blue eyes and a lovely blonde,
So Wes, if you're watching, thank you for the attention you paid us while we were at the Grand Canyon. Anyway, we're going, y'all.
I can't love that you brought up Wes.
I know. All right, we're going. We have to go. We're going to get here. We'll be back next week with a full show.
With a full show, and there'll be more planned.
Stuff.
And we might have guests. Who knows? We might have a guest.
We have a guest for next week.
Maybe.
And love you all very much. Let's go get naked.
Sounds good.
Hot tub!
Boozin', boozin' with gays.
Sebastian was singing in the background.